Why does it still hurt? The relationship with your mum, even when you're 50, 60 or older. I mean, you think after all these years, the pain would fade, but it doesn't always work that way, does it? You know, a single memory, a word, or even her absence can bring it all flooding back. Now, if this sounds familiar, you are not alone. And if this interests you and you're ready to go deeper, then let's get going. So I'll start by sharing my own journey with you. See, growing up, my relationship with my mum was sometimes complicated. See, she was the one who disciplined, and she was the one who hit me a lot. And as I got older, it shifted into something even harder to carry because sadly, over time, she became jealous of my closeness with my dad. Now, being the youngest of three and the only girl with two older brothers, I ended up being the favourite, and my dad made no secret of it. And while others might think that would feel special, for me, it created this heavy guilt. I hated it, and I remember telling him so, but it never made any difference. And as time passed, my mum started to say things like, "You don't love me as much as you love your dad. You never take me anywhere." And no matter how much we tried to include her in the things we did, she would say no, and then she'd feel left out. And I carried guilt, not just for being the favourite, but for not being able to make her feel secure or loved enough. Plus, I felt guilty for my brothers too. I didn't want to be in that position. I wanted us all to be equal, but it wasn't equal, and those scars stayed with me. Now, later in life, when my mum developed Alzheimer's, the struggles grew. The old pain resurfaced, only magnified. The jealousy, the distance, the misunderstandings, they all became sharper. And I wanted so badly to feel close to her, but instead I found myself drowning in frustration, guilt, and sadness. And here's the truth. Alzheimer's doesn't just steal memories, it steals the chance for resolution, for clear words, for the kind of healing conversation you might still be waiting for with your mum. And when my mum passed away, the guilt took on another form because she died pretty quickly, and sadly I wasn't there with her. And that fact haunted me because I had been present when my dad died and again when my brother passed, just 6 and 4 months before her. See, I flew back from the States to England 3 times to say goodbye. But in the end, I never got to say my final goodbye to my mum, and my heart carried that weight for a long time. Now, I do have to say that part of me believes that she died of a broken heart because she was in assisted living, and deep down, even with Alzheimer's, she knew that her house, her husband, and a beloved son had all gone and life would never be the same. And the pain in her heart was too much. She had a stroke and she died shortly after. Now, what saved me was the work I later did. I became a coach, so I really dug deep into my past wounds. And then I became a grief recovery specialist, and I did a training with David Kessler to become a grief educator. I was lucky enough to make peace with my mum in my own way, to release the guilt, to find compassion for her pain, and to finally see myself not as a guilty daughter, but as someone who'd loved her deeply, even when it was complicated. But here's the thing, so many women never get to this point, and they carry their mother wounds into their 50s, 60s, and even the 70s, still hurting, still questioning, and still longing for peace. See, it doesn't matter how old you are, it will linger if it's not addressed. And you know, it can show up in so many ways in your life. You might find yourself seeking approval from everyone because you never got it from her. You might feel guilty for saying no, like you're betraying someone. Or you carry a voice in your head that says, you're not good enough. You struggle in your own relationships, with your partner, your friends, even with your own children. Or you feel grief, not just for the mother you had, but for the mother you wished you'd had. And in midlife, these feelings often surface more strongly because now we're looking back at our lives. Sometimes we're caring for aging parents or we're grieving the loss, and all of those old wounds rise up to be felt. So why does it still hurt, even decades later? Because the mother and daughter relationship is our very first blueprint for love, safety, and belonging. And if that bond was broken, painful, or complicated, it impacts the way we see ourselves forever, unless we choose to heal it. See, time doesn't erase pain, it just buries it. And midlife often digs it right back up again. So how do we start to heal from something that runs so deep? Well, here are some steps that helped me, and they can help you too. So number one, acknowledge the wound. Stop saying it wasn't that bad. If it still hurts, it matters. Number two, release guilt. Whether you felt like the favorite, the forgotten one, or simply not good enough, you weren't responsible for your mum's emotions. That was never your job. Number three, write an unsent letter. Pour out everything you wish you could say. Anger, sadness, love, longing. Don't hold back, and then release it in whatever way feels right. You could burn it, keep it, read it out loud, and chuck it in the bin. Number four, re-mother yourself. And this means giving yourself the care and validation you didn't receive. So speak to yourself kindly and ask yourself, what do I need right now? And then honour it. Number five, boundary setting. If your mum is still alive and the relationship is difficult, it's okay to protect your peace. See, boundaries aren't unkind, they're necessary for you. Number six, healing rituals. Light a candle, meditate, or create a small ritual that honours the relationship while allowing you to release what no longer serves you. And number seven, seek support. You know, healing doesn't happen in isolation, whether it's therapy, coaching, or a support group. Finding a safe place makes all the difference. Now, if your relationship with your mum still hurts, I want you to know you're not broken and you're not too old to heal. Healing isn't about pretending it didn't happen or trying to rewrite the past. It's about finding peace now so you can live the rest of your life free from those chains. And if you'd like some guidance with this and you want to go deeper into your mother wounds and finally begin that healing journey, I have a program that can help. It's designed for women just like us who've carried this pain for too long and are ready to release it. Because you know, you don't have to carry this weight into the next chapter of your life. So let me ask you, what's one memory or one feeling about your mum that still lingers for you today? Share it in the comments. I promise you're not the only one, and your words might just help someone else to feel less alone. And if this video touched you, please give it a like, share it with someone who might need it, and if you want more support and conversations about healing, grief, and growing stronger in midlife, then hit subscribe. Because here, we don't just survive our past, we grow through it and create something new for ourselves. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.